Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Hello. Oh, that's annoying. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with OBS for a second. Oops. Alright. Okay, well, we'll just jump in. I'm going to do a quick introduction to the challenge again and the characters again. Yesterday was a rough day, and I privated that stream, that VOD, because I just was not happy with how things worked out. So in order to just keep this up here for other people to watch later on, I just want to do like a little refresher of what this challenge is and who our characters are, and we'll get to know the challenge more and the characters more as we go, but yeah. So we have started, or I have started, we have started, whatever you may want to say, the Origins Legacy Challenge. It is written by Rosanna TXT. The link to the rules are in the description of the live. So if you want to check them out for yourself, you can. They look a little bit more intimidating than they actually are. The premise of it is very simple, to be honest. You start in a brand new clean slate save, and the idea is you start with 4 founding families. You can choose whether you want to play rotationally or if you just want to focus in on one family and let like story progression or neighborhood stories advance the others. Me, as a Sims 2 lover and rotational play lover, I am playing all 4 families. And so these are our 4 founding families, the core of the Legacy Hood. And we will be playing with them and seeing their lives and stories expand throughout time. And so I'm really excited for that. I also, thanks to my lovely mod Bex, who is also one of my closest friends, decided or got the newest pack, the Royalty and Legacy pack. So we're gonna have that implemented into our gameplay too, which is really cool because as we play all of the families, we're gonna establish 4 dynasties with that, and so we'll get to see like the stronger dynasties and name our heirs and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited to do that with this save specifically. But yeah, so with that though, I do have the newest world, which I didn't when I started this save, so I'm going to have to go in and actually... This is such a pretty world. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I love this. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have to go in and like bulldoze these lots and set it all down to be an empty save once again, but we'll get there. So yeah, so I will quickly introduce our families. I'm gonna skip over the Calders because that is who we are currently playing with. The family we're going to be playing with next is the Douglas family, and I will introduce them. So I'm still trying to decide, and maybe you guys can help me decide either in the comments or in the chat, how we name these two. I really love both of their last names. So we have Jonah Douglas, and then we have Maisie J. Carpenter. So these two are very modern, very like untraditional in a lot of ways. So I wanted to potentially hyphenate their name and have the Douglas Carpenter household, but I'm not sure if that's just too much. So whether we just go with Douglas or whether we hyphenate it, not entirely sure. We'll see. But I will read you their little backstory that I wrote because part of the rules for this challenge is to have like a backstory to kind of cement the history of the town. And I tend to do that anyways. If you're familiar with me, I always have backstories for my characters. It's just something I do. I love writing and creativity, and so when I make a character, I really like to think about who they are, where they've come from, and where they're going to end up. And so That's very typical for me, but I loved that this was like in the rules for the challenge. So their little story says Jonah and Maisie Douglas left their small southern hometown after love and loss changed everything. Facing prejudice, grief, and whispered rumors, they chose each other and a fresh start in Willow Creek. Rooted in faith, loyalty, and resilience, Jonah dreams of opening a restaurant while Maisie dedicates herself to family and community. The Douglas legacy begins with devotion and the courage to build a kinder home. So I will go deeper into their specific characters when we play with them, but that is them. So their dynasty is going to be built, like it says, a lot on like love and courage and just honor, like that kind of thing. And then we have the Winslow family, who is the third family. And this is Devin Jones is a bold, free-spirited artist who never takes life too seriously, except for when it comes to her painting. Flirty, fiery, and determined, she plans to make her mark through art alone. Sam, quieter and steady, is rebuilding his life after losing his mother far too soon. Inheriting a home full of memories, he simply wants stability and something good to grow. Together, the Winslows balance passion and perseverance. So their dynasty, this last line of all of the backstories is kind of what their dynasty is going to be built on, which I will show you that system when we get to the Calder household, because I've already set up their dynasty. But this is kind of what their dynasty or legacy will be kind of to honor. So theirs is all about passion and perseverance and, yeah, just living life to the fullest. And then the last family, the fourth family that we have here, is the Viermonts, and it says, Anya Viermont turns heads with her lavender hair and effortless charm, but her true passion is crafting fine wine. Alistair, scarred from a spell gone wrong, is quirky, devoted, and happiest tending to the fields. Unlikely at first glance, they embrace exactly who they are. Rooted in land, love, and authenticity, the Viermonts aim to grow more than crops. They're cultivating a legacy of acceptance and belonging. So yeah, these two are probably like my favorite family. Only because if you know me, you know that I have a soft spot for my Ravenwoods. They have been with me for almost a decade now, which is insane. And Alistair was a side character that I created for my Ultimate Decades Challenge, who is actually Summer's older brother. And I never got the chance to play with him too much. I still have that save and I'll still come back to it. But it was an intriguing way to bring the Ravenwoods into this save without doing the same thing over and over again. So he is married to Anya. And this is the only couple that I have started that is married. The rest of them either started engaged or dating. So, or actually engaged or friends, actually. So we get to have a little bit of a difference there. And then the family we are currently playing is the Calders. I have, I think, 2 more days with them before I move on to the next family. This is Cassidy Jones, the redhead. She is actually the older sister of Devin. So there is a connection there between 2 of the families, which I love because I didn't want it to all just kind of be like super random. I wanted there to be like a little bit of a connection between at least some of the families. So yeah. So, Cassidy Jones arrived determined to make her mark as an architect, while Elliot Calder prefers working quietly with wood, tools, and careful hands. Best friends first, they're content staying out of the spotlight, but their craftsmanship will shape more of the town than most realize. With a rocker style and soft hearts, the Calders build their legacy the same way they build everything else: steady, loyal, and built to last. So they're actually dating now, but they did start this save as just best friends. Very, very early on, they discovered that they're actually each other's soulmates, and they built a relationship on that. The newest development is actually that Cassidy went from being extremely attracted to Elliot to now being unattracted. There's still romance, they're still soulmates, so I'm hoping that that is enough to carry them through, because they are really a very sweet couple. But it is intriguing that how Cassidy sees Elliot has changed over the week of gameplay. So it'll be interesting to see how that changes and develops as we play. So very quickly, I just want to show you their dynasty. So here is what the dynasty looks like. I'll bring it up like this because this is the screen that you get to see. Let me turn off my reshade very quickly. I just want to see how I have that set here. I don't. I'm just going to do that really quick because unfortunately when I have my reshade on, it's hard to see the windows. So I'll just turn it off very quickly so you can see. So it's just the Calder dynasty, and that's what it's going to be for all the families. All 4 of them are going to just have their last names as the name for the dynasty. And this is what oh, it didn't fill it all in. No, it's a good thing I have it saved. Just one second, because I'll read the saved one just so I have the whole little description there. I'm going to remove just this and finish this. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, still. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to change this a little bit to fit in here. But basically, the Calders dynasty's description is, never ones for the spotlight, the Calders shaped the town with steady hands and quiet ambition. From blueprints to hand-carved beams, their work became the town's backbone. Though history rarely credits them loudly, their craftsmanship and loyalty are woven into nearly every foundation. I'm just gonna actually remove the word nearly there and put it that way. There we go. So now I have one that actually fits in that description, and then the one that I actually wanted to have it say. So the dynasty progression, you have like prestige here, and then you have like how you're perceived as well. And then you have your members. Currently it's just Elliot because Elliot is the only one with the Calder last name, so I can't actually add anybody else yet. But I will obviously add Cassidy once she becomes a Calder, which hopefully will happen. Or if they have a baby before that, then that will be, obviously they will be added to the members as well. So when you create a dynasty, you're able to decide like their skills and ideals. And so the skills that they really focus on are handiness, creativity, and logic, which is just pretty much them in a nutshell. And their ideals, so what they value and what they dislike, are hardworking people, which they are. So, which I think is so cool. And I didn't actually give this like a whole read myself. So it's pretty cool that there's like discouraged activities and discouraged careers, as well as encouraged and activities and careers. So you can see that there's like a lot to this, which is really exciting. And then another one is like being artistic. So yeah, which this might be interesting. Because, okay, so I chose hardworking because they are hardworking people, but they are also very artistic. But if you look at the discouraged careers, this, for hardworking, they discourage careers like interior decorating, social media, painting, style influence, actor, esport gamer, and entertainer. But all of those are encouraged careers through the artistic trait. So I don't know if that means that like this will conflict, or if it means that really they kind of cancel each other out, and so they become encouraged. Because this one also discourages business, law, athlete, and military, while this one encourages business, law. So I don't know if the only discouraged careers are athletic and military then? I don't know. But then they're also scholarly. So That's so interesting. So I don't know. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Hello, Rachel. How are you? Yeah, but you also get perks, which is pretty amazing. So it works like a club. Um, but yeah, yeah, I'm super excited about this whole feature. Hope you're doing well. So this is the Calder Dynasty, and you get to design their little crest as well. And I went for something that kind of, in my brain, symbolized like strength, handiness, and then also just like that artistic, sweet vibe at the same time. So I don't know. I just went for something that kind of balanced like the hardness and the softness of this one. I'm good, actually. I'm great today, which is not something I get to say very often lately. So I'm excited because, yeah. So I'm excited to stream and share this challenge with you. And yeah. So this is their dynasty, and I'm really excited to see how that gets going. It is currently 3 a.m. on Friday, so we have 2 more days to play with these guys, and then we will be swapping over to the next family. All right, and then very briefly, again, because I just want to make sure that I introduce the characters as well as I can. This is, let me throw up my reshade again. This here is Cassidy Jones. She will soon, hopefully, become a Calder. Here we go. All right, so she is the elder sister of Devin. Her backstory is basically her and Devin lost their parents at a pretty young age. And Cassidy kind of stepped up as the role model or parent in that situation. So she's very protective of her younger sister, and she's always felt like she's kind of had to be very responsible and ambitious and like have all these goals and responsibility put on her because she knew she had to step up for her little sister. So she's always carried that weight. And she puts that weight onto herself as well as her sister, so it can be a little bit of a tension here and there. But she is a perfectionist, she's good, and she's ambitious. Those were the traits that she was quote-unquote born with. And then over time, she developed the love bug and cheerful trait. And then because of her aspirations in the past, she's also a quick learner and a muser. I'm not going to go through all this because that's a lot, but she is pansexual and panromantic. She was a child caregiver. She'd be happy to have a child right now. She is part of the lower class currently, which makes sense. They're not very well off, as you can see. And her one true hobby is arts and crafts, which, yeah, so that's our girl. She's kind of got this hard exterior, but sweet self. And then we have Elliot. Elliot doesn't have like as extensive background other than he was raised in a pretty typical family. He was well loved, well cared for. When he was younger, he wanted to be a rock star. That was his dream. He absolutely loves music and rock music in particular. He used to play the guitar. But over time, he kind of realized that that was not really practical for him to dream of, and he really just wanted to have a solid life without worry, and so he kind of moved towards his other passion, which is anything handy. So he likes to build things, he likes to take things apart, he likes to repair things, tinker with things, all of those kinds of things. And he decided that that's what he was going to lean into as a career. So currently he is employed as the town's handy person, which in my mind means that basically he goes to the houses, he helps repair anything, build any furniture that they might need, all of those kinds of things. He just helps with all the maintenance behind coming to a new town. And his traits are, he's an introvert. He really does prefer his own company and the people that he is closest to. So he does burn out quickly if it's in a very social situation. And that also kind of lent itself to why he chose to pursue the handy side of him versus the musical side of him. It's just being in the spotlight was not for him. And he discovered that as well. He is very handy, and he's also an extremely optimistic person. He is always happy and sees the good side of things. I wouldn't say always happy, I shouldn't say that, but he draws people in very naturally because he has a really positive outlook on life, which I think Cassidy really needs, because Cassidy has just always had this like tunnel vision on where she wants to go and what she wants her sister to do, what she wants herself to do, and what her life should look like. And so when things don't go that way, I think Cassidy kind of melts down. And Elliot is such a optimist, kind of low-key person. I think he mellows her out that way a little bit and is like, look, just because it didn't go this way doesn't mean there aren't plenty of other ways it can go. And so they balance each other a little bit that way. And since meeting Cassidy again, they did, in my headcanon, they've known each other for years and years, went to high school together, and were friends for a really long time. Best friends, in fact. They shared a love for rock music, and again, they just clicked very, very easily. But since reconnecting with Cassidy and coming to Willow Creek to stay with Cassidy, he developed the romantic trait, and he very much is. He loves to flirt and kind of put all his moves onto Cassidy. And he's also a quick learner because his aspiration is to become a master handy person. So he's really loving that. Eventually, what I want him to do is probably own like a furniture store or a furniture business where he can sell the things that he makes on the woodworking bench, and then also continue just his like part-time handy person job on the side to help support people when they need them. So that's kind of the goals that I have for him. As for Cassidy, she's the town's main architect. So obviously when you come to some new city, new town, you're going to need to build things, design things, get buildings and things done. So Cassidy, in my headcanon, is the one that does all of the planning that goes along with that. So that's her focus, her avenue that she is going to go as well. So Elliot is waking up for the morning because he does work quite early every day. He works from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every morning. He goes out and helps all of the townsfolk with whatever they need. So he is doing that this morning. What else can I say? Okay, so they also started some clubs. Elliot founded the handy ones. Yeah, exactly. But they're also the kind of people that won't take that credit. Like, they're super humble and they don't like being in the spotlight at all. So while they are super important for the town and their stability and their growth, they would never take that credit. Like, they don't want that credit. They don't want that acknowledgement. They're just doing things that they love. That's how they see it, and that's how they would always see it. Which is why when I read like their background and their dynasty, that like they don't often get credited for that or like take credit for it, but really they are a massive part of this community and like really are like the backbone of the community, because nothing would, oh boy, our puppy just puked because she ate gross food. Because they won't take that credit. They won't take that like praise from people. But yeah, so he founded the handy ones, and I just have to show you this because I thought I was really clever and I giggled. The description of this club: a club for those who enjoy being handy, not to be mistaken with handsy. I'm so dumb. Anyways, so the only requirement for this club is that you have at least a level 2 in handiness, and so it's just like a little boys club, honestly, right now, where it's Elliot is the the leader, and then Sam and Jonah are a part of it. And I think it's cute because Sam will eventually be his brother-in-law, So it's just a way for them to get together and like share the passion that they have for crafting. All right, Cassidy is now awake too, and she will be off to work soon. She wants to work hard, so I will try and get her to do that. She is a super ambitious, ambitious sim who, like I said, she carries like the world on her shoulders. She expects the most for herself. So she'll be doing that. Um, Oh, and she started another club, which I will probably end up doing quite a few of these clubs as families grow. But because this is the only family that is connected to another one, and vice versa, I wanted there to be a club for them to like get together easily. So she's the head of the Jones family, and I also named it the Jones family because I want to honor that side of the family's history, because both Cassidy and Devin right now are Jones sisters. But unfortunately, because I'm playing this sort of patriarchally, oh, she's so cute. They're gonna both lose that name. So, I wanted to kind of honor that side of them and call it the Jones Family Club. Yeah. Okay, before you go to work, can you just make sure? Yeah, it's fine. Can you just please make sure that the dog has food? And then you could head out. Oh, did I? Oh no, okay. I also did update, like, all of my mods, finally, so... Oh no, she needs to go pee. Go, cutie. So, my game is running much smoother, which is nice. She's in heat, and she needs to pee. Cutie, go! This is the dog we adopted last time. She was a stray, and Cassidy saw her and immediately took to her, so... Yeah, select Dynasty Heir. I mean, we will, bud. It's gonna take a little bit of time, though. You don't have an heir yet. Alright, let's harvest all of this. Yeah, so that was just like my little way to honor them and not lose that last name. Sometimes what I do is, like, if my Sims aren't married, when they have children, so like if Cassidy and Elliot had a child before they were married, sometimes I would give them the mom's last name, as a way to like distinguish that they weren't married when they had them, and then also keep a last name going. But in this case, because I have these like dynasties that I'm trying to build, I likely won't even do that. So it just makes sense to do it in a way that that I did. So I also am playing this with the simple living lot trait. And I'll be doing that for all of the lots because I want it to really be like as integrated as I possibly can in The Sims 4. You can't fully integrate them, unfortunately. It's just not something you can do. So, yeah. But with the simple living lot trait, at the very least, that means that I kind of have to force them to buy the groceries or grow things on their own. And I like that. Oh, I forgot. So we have to roll a weekly random scenario. And this family got one where their income is doubled for the week. And I can't remember what he makes in a week, but I think it was 200. So I'm just going to add 200 simoleons as well, because I have to manually double their income. And I'm not doubling what he sells from his crafting. I'm just doubling his work income. But yeah. Okay, go ahead. Oh, there's another stray. I hate seeing the strays. Don't do it. I'm also doing this event with them because they're the first family that I'm playing with this event. So I've been having them work on the like Lost Legacies event as I've played them. And currently they have to, I guess one of the big dynasties in the world is really into art. So yeah. Yeah, it was a super nice Ross to get started. Unfortunately, we don't know what the next family is going to get because we're supposed to roll it every week. And I'm switching families every week. So I'm going like a week at a time. Which means it only applies to one family. So each family gets their own Ross. So we'll have to see what the Douglas family has when we get there. But all right, so expressing feelings about art. It lacks the emotion that was intended, but not. He would get simoleons from that. The expression of the soul is always touching. That would give satisfaction. And then some feelings cannot be expressed in words would give him an inspired potion. I don't know what to say. Like, my go-to is to say this, because we could really use the simoleons, but then this is his wife's painting, or his girlfriend's painting, sorry. And I don't think it lacks emotions. So I don't think he would say that. I feel like the romantic in him would say, like, something very romantic like this. So we're going to go with that. And that gives us even more satisfaction points. Alright, so then the next quest... Oh, I think we have to wait to get another quest. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to let him take a shower because he's just gotten back from a morning of whatever he had to do today of fixing things and repairing things and all of the like. Oh. Durang Beginnings. The envoy feels polished in their delivery and mission. It's worth keeping an eye on them and follow their lead for now to see where this goes. Billis, oh gosh. Okay, well I guess that's where we end things in this one for this event, because the next thing is to visit the Willow Creek Archive Library, and well, that doesn't exist in this save file. So, yeah. In terms of lots, like the first things that I'm kind of envisioning happening, I kind of pictured this family, like I said, establishing a like a furniture store at some point, but I also feel like they would likely contribute to the building of like a communal space. And the first communal space that I can see really happening is like a park. So I think all of the families will contribute to that eventually. But I can definitely see... Oh, apparently he needs a little nap. I can definitely see them being a big contributor to that as like a communal space. I think that would be something that both of them would appreciate having. Not the largest contributor. I think actually the Vermonts will be the largest contributor to the park. But I think that they would also be quite a big contributor if they can be, just because as two people who just value those connections, it makes sense. Alright, it appears our little girl may need to go for a little walk. Or she needs some playtime, so I think she's going out and to chew her ball for a little while. Okay, let's get you a little snack for lunch. And then It sucks that it's raining because I would like him to work on his handiwork, make some more money that way, but it looks so crappy outside. I kind of feel guilty sending him out in the rain, but we don't have the space really to bring it in to the house. Unless I might be able to shuffle things a little bit. Let me just, oops, I clicked on his aspiration instead of the actual build menu because I'm ridiculous. We might have to clean up this space a little bit. When I made this house, I actually originally made it for Cassidy and Devin. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And Cassidy has always been like, yes, she has high standards for herself, but like cleanliness, organization, that was never like something that she prioritized as much. Why do I gotta keep doing this? So yeah, so when I made this house, I kind of was reflecting that she had a lot of stuff, a lot of things that she just kind of chucked into her room and doesn't necessarily, not that she doesn't care, but that she just doesn't have the time or energy to prioritize like the maintenance of her room specifically all the time. On the other hand, I actually feel like Elliot would hate the clutter. So it might be time for them to kind of clean up that clutter a little bit, but it's fine. Getting a little bit of weird lag there. Let's have you... Oh, let's make a dresser. So for his next step in his aspiration, he needs to reach level 6, which he's about a third of the way there. And he needs to upgrade 2 more objects, because I've had him upgrade our alarm, because we had a burglar arrive to our house and they somehow did not trip the alarm. And then when Cassidy called the police, because she was awoken by the whole ordeal, she tried to contact the police and the police didn't show up. And so the burglar stole our TV, which we still have not been able to replace, and our laptop, which is almost kind of a necessity at this point without having like the ability to go to the library or other community lots to use such a thing. So I had to purchase them the cheapest laptop that they can afford, just to have that all the babies hiding underneath. So yeah, that was a thing. So he's upgraded the alarm now so that it's directly connected to the police. No, yeah, the police didn't show up. I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but they're like, hang tight, we'll be right there, and then they just didn't come and the burglar got away. So that was annoying. But yeah, so now the alarm is directly connected to the police, so should it get triggered, the police should be alerted right away. Plus, he's also upgraded it so that, what was I trying to say? So that it's not, like, it's more reliant. So hopefully that will go. But he still needs to upgrade 2 more objects, so we might have to upgrade some of the plumbing, perhaps. I know. Very rude. It is super windy today, so I apologize. You might be able to hear that in the background. I'm pretty content. I didn't, like, make any other sim from scratch for this save yet. I will be at the end of the calendar year, but Elliot was the only one that I made from scratch for the save, and I'm really pleased with how he turned out. I think he turned out rather cute. And I'm so excited to see, okay, baby, okay. So excited to see how all the children turn out in this hood. I'm such a Sims 2 player. Aww. Okay, why don't you go use the bathroom, and then I'm probably gonna have her, or him, take her for a walk in a little bit. Oh, we've been given oh, nice! So, Cassidy was just promoted to Pattern Spotter, and I think she got 200 there, so we're gonna add another 200 to double it. Hello, darling. You got promoted. You were itching for that. Oh, okay, so she actually needs a photography skill now. Very interesting. Alright, Cass is gonna go take a shower. And her aspiration, her biggest goal is just to reach the top of her career. Like, she just wants to have... She's very ambitious, like I said, and she wants to be the top. She wants to be the best architect she can possibly be. So, aside from, like, her family and building a life for herself, her career is, like, number one. I'm really, really so excited just to see this save build. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, where is Cutie Pie? There she is. Okay, why don't you take her for... I know it's still raining, so we'll just go on like a short walk with our little puppy girl. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have Cassidy. Oh, my poor girl. She's anemic, which means she's almost always tired and or dizzy. Often both. And you might have noticed that she has the ability to take a pregnancy test. They have woohooed a couple times without using protection. So there is a possibility that she is pregnant. Oh, she wants to get engaged to him. I may have to have that happen. I am playing with a custom lifespan, and it is quite a long lifespan. I might shorten that for this save file. This is the lifespan I play when I'm only playing one household. So I'm kind of debating whether I want to just play on the, like, a slightly longer lifespan, because I do find like the default lifespan way too short. But I don't know like how long I would play or how long I would want the lifespan to be, so for now I'm gonna leave it and see how it goes. But she's gonna make some food for herself and for Elliot. And here's the thing, in order for them to get engaged, I do have a mod where they have to buy an engagement ring. And Elliot has rolled the want a couple times to get engaged to Cassidy. In fact, he rolled the want to get engaged to Cassidy before they were even dating. He's quite smitten with her. So I think I'm gonna have Elliot start to look at those at the very least, because this want is more of like a temporary one. And so it is unfortunately common for that want, even if I have it locked, to be reset. So I kind of take it into consideration that it could be reset, but that they still likely want that to happen. Yeah, I like it. I have a lot of like little things like that I think just improve like the realism and the quality of the gameplay. Like on here you can choose like a favorite raincoat, which I haven't done for her yet. So when it's raining, they'll change into that and not just their standard outerwear, which is really cute. So like you can see, this is not actually Elliot's outerwear that I planned for him, but because it's raining, he's wearing this, which is just super adorable. Okay. Oh, I forgot to have her work hard. I'm sorry, Katie. I'll do that next time. But they do have the weekend off, so actually tomorrow could be a good day for them to get engaged, because they do have the weekend off. Oh, okay, Elliot, we'll have to fix that. The only downside to this being like a Build a City challenge is the fact that they don't really have anywhere to visit. Yeah, so it's not like we can have them go to like the park to get engaged or a restaurant or anything like that. So we may just have to look around here, because the benefit to Sims 4 is that they'll have like little default things. So we do have like a little community garden here that they could go to. I guess that might be what we have to do, because there's not really anything else in town or just at home. Like, it could just be just a cute little home engagement thing. Did she puke? Or is this just clean? I'm kind of tempted to have her take a test. Yeah, this is the only couple that's going to have that issue in this part of the save, because the other couples are already either engaged or married. She just became neat, so it might be time to start cleaning up her room and stuff. But so yeah, but they're also the most like low-key family, in the sense that they probably, neither one of them probably really want to have like a big ordeal for it anyways. So it might just be like a very low-key like proposal, and that might be perfectly okay for them. I was trying to see if I could get her to get a drink from there, but I'm just gonna have her get some water, because she is feeling dizzy from being anemic, the poor girl. And Elliot is going to very sneakily look for an engagement ring for his beloved. I know you're kind of tired, honey. Oh, you know what? Okay, they have 4,000 simoleons. Yeah, for sure. All right, we do have some things to sell that Elliot made, and that gives us 6,000 simoleons. So I think we can potentially, yeah, I know how to speak, I swear, potentially justify buying ourselves a TV again. Yay! Oh. Oh, do we need to... Oh dear. So I downloaded this new mod. It's like TV links or something. And I think we need to connect to that before we can get the TV. But the thing is, I thought that this was supposed to do that, but I think maybe I need to get rid of that. And then potentially have her link to that, but I don't know where it is. That's so cute. I'm sorry, I just read this pop up. There's so many rings to choose from. Elliot needs to do more research and get more opinions. Very cute. Oh, okay, so they can purchase an engagement ring on their phone as well, so I will probably do that. But I'm trying to find... I know I saw it before. There. Where do I get that though? This is the only issue with downloading like realistic mods, is that, you know, at times it's hard to figure out how you use said realistic things. No. What? No. Where? Where is it? How do I enroll in this? Contact SimsLink customer service to add TV to your subscription. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but I can't find it. SimsLink. Currently closed. 7 to 6 p.m. Oh no! I was gonna have her watch a show, but we literally don't have any way to do it. Okay, well, she apparently needs to paint. Oh, we have 2 of these now. So, we're gonna sell that one. We're gonna have her work on this painting, because she needs to do that. And Elliot is apparently having bread over the salad that his girlfriend made him. And so he's going to eat that and then repair this sink. And then potentially purchase an engagement ring for our girl here. Now, oh, okay. So her attraction changed again. She is now feeling neutral towards him. She doesn't find him unattractive anymore, which is nice. It's crazy how much her attraction to him changes. I don't know if she is having some mood swings or what is going on, but I don't know, y'all. Okay, now, for you, I think we are going to purchase an engagement ring. Oh, she's trying her hand at handiness. Like woodworking. She's like, my husband likes this, aka my boyfriend. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I don't think that they're gonna need something too fancy, so I think I'm just gonna do the elegant one. It's 1,000 simoleons. And we're not going to get engaged right now. I think I'm going to pin this date thing, and I think they may just have like a little date at home or at the little community garden in the back if it gets nicer. And they will do that. Okay, so she did do the painting on the sketch pad. That did count. So she made... I do like to sometimes display the paintings that they've made. So I just want to see what this is. I think it's a horse. Well, that is quite cute, you know. Do we have a space where I can put it up and actually just like, oh, you know, I don't necessarily think that they're horse people, but it is very pretty. We might keep that one. He's feeling ready for some action though, so I may have him come and put the moves on his future fiance. Actually, why don't you mentor her a little bit while she's doing this? Oh, she finished. Never mind. I am still getting some weird lag when I click on a sim. I don't have it like when I'm clicking on objects anymore, which is nice. But the pie menu is just, there's a delay and I don't know why, because I have updated my mods, but it could just be that I have too many mods. That's that is a possibility. Oh, so sweet. I do like these interactions. I think they can be quite funny. Oh, Cassidy is strong, girl. Oh, I love that. He's like, lift me, my love. Lift me into the air and spin me. Are you gonna pass out, Cassidy? Oh gosh, this girl and her anemia, it is brutal. Aw, that's so cute. It's just banter, but secretly they want them to feel the same way about them that they do. That's so cute. Alright. I think they're both kind of in the mood, so I'm gonna let them do a little cheeky woohoo. And then they're gonna call it a night, and then we have one more day with them before we switch over to the Douglas family. And Rachel, you weren't here earlier, so I'm gonna put it out there while you're here. I'm really considering, so the Douglas, I'll introduce them to you when we get there, but I'm trying to decide whether I want them to hyphenate their name, because I really like both of their names and I don't want to lose all of like the maternal side of things, and they are engaged. So when they do get married, which I'm thinking they will probably have like a private small wedding soon, when they do get married, I'm trying to decide whether they just go Douglas, which is the founding family's name that I've decided on, or if we hyphenate their name, because they are quite like modern in that way, and we do Douglas Carpenter as the dynasty name. I'm trying to decide. Oh, who are you and why are you here? If these two end up getting pregnant, I literally have no idea where they're gonna put a child. Like, at all. The good thing that it's the weekend is neither of them work, so they can actually sleep in today and enjoy that. Restore newness? What is that? Oh, our girl needs to pee. Yeah, it is that's the reason that's it's holding me back, honestly, is just that it's long. Guys, I'm gonna have her take a pregnancy test. I was noticing earlier, and I didn't say it, but it did look like when she was standing, there was a slight bump. And she was quite thin when I made her. And, usually the option to try for a baby does... Oh, but they did just try... Woohoo, that's why. I was gonna say, the option usually goes away if it's not after 24 hours. But they did just woohoo again. The only thing is I don't want her to be sad if she's not, because she will be if she's not, because she's a family person. I'm nervous for her. Oh, she's not. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I feel bad. It is. I'm very conflicted by the whole ordeal. I'm like, on one hand, it would be nice just to have like a shorter last name. Like, have them all just like shorter, succinct last names. But then on the other hand, I do like that they're different. They would be different that way. And are sort of a different couple in that side too. Like, they have a very rich history of like standing up for themselves and for what they believe in. And what is going on? She's stuck washing her hands. And diversity, like standing up for diversity. So I feel like they might want to honor both sides of their lives. But then on the other side of this, part of the reason why they do have such a strong history of that is because her own parents were against her relationship with Jonah because of his race. So she might just be like ready to give up that last name because she's like, I don't want to be associated with racist assholes. So I don't know. Very conflicted. Very, very. I think ultimately I might just go with Douglas. Now that I've kind of said everything out loud, I think it might make more sense for their story to just go with his last name and to honor that part of their lives, because for so long Jonah was sort of, well, not even sort of, he was oppressed and people wanted him to hate himself because of who he was. So I think building a legacy and a dynasty on that part of his history would be a very powerful thing for them to do. She's exhausted. This anemia kicks her absolute behind. So she's going to go back to sleep. Hopefully she will start to feel better later on in the day so that we can actually get this engagement. Whoa, wind! Cutie is obsessed with the fridge. She likes to play with it. I know, girl. Go to sleep. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So sweet. What? No. You're fine. You can go to sleep. Get some rest, please. We got to do some cleaning today. The floors need to be vacuumed. And some of the plumbing is dirty. So we've got some cleaning to do this morning. Is he squeamish? This is a tough one. One part of me is like, no, he's too much of like a man's man to be squeamish. But then another part of me is like, it's kind of a funny thing for him to be squeamish because he is like that handy man's man, but then like deep down he doesn't like the icky stuff. The only thing is that this can get kind of annoying because I also have a mod that like spawns bugs out in the gardens and stuff, and if they're squeamish and they see the bugs, they kind of freak out and like run away, which is cute. But if he's out gardening, because that's part of his career, I'm gonna do it. I think it's a funny addition to his personality. Oh, there's another stray. Stop it. Makes me so sad. I would adopt them all if I could. Did you actually, like, repair that? That's so cool that you can, like, repair it back to new. Amazing. I don't know if that's an in-game thing or if I have a mod for that, honestly. Not entirely sure there. You know what? I feel like now that he's also taken the squeamish trait, and he also does want to upgrade 2 more objects, he's gonna make them self-cleaning so that he doesn't have to touch the ick. I really do love how sometimes stories just write themselves. Makes me happy. Alright, we're gonna let Cassidy continue to sleep for a little while before we have him. He wanted, see, this is what I mean, this has gone away, but we're gonna pretend that the want to get engaged is still there. And I think they're gonna have like a little date just at home / like at the little community garden. I was gonna say go and do some fishing, but now that he's squeamish, he's gonna find that gross. So, but yeah, I think they're gonna have a little bit of a date together. Maybe have like a little movie date, order in some food, and then he's gonna propose to her. Which reminds me, I need to call this number. Oh, it didn't queue up. I'll do that once his queue is gone. To get us some TV service. Oh, what do I do? Hello from the other side. You don't know me, so this might sound weird, but you're gonna inherit from me, kid. Why, might you ask? Let's just say it's better for both of us if you don't ask questions. The money needs to go somewhere, and quick. And I heard through the grapevine that you were a good, upstanding sim, which, I mean, correct. So, you're about to inherit a chunk of my hard-earned simoleons. Listen, buddy, part of life is planning for your death. You should write up a will when you're ready to choose who's going to inherit your simoleons, your heirlooms, and your kids. I did mine on the computer, but you can call an inheritance lawyer to help you write one too if you want. Just, make good choices in life, kid. I sure didn't. Oh, God. No, I think he would be too proud, honestly. Not proud, but like, they're both such self-reliant people. I don't think that they would take a handout like that. And also, I think he would just find it a little sketchy that somebody he doesn't know from the life afterlife is like, hey, I've got money for you. Do you want it? I feel like Elliot would be like, yeah, this doesn't sound too, smart. Devin, Cassidy's sister, on the other hand, would absolutely be like, yeah, duh. Give it to me. Devin is gonna be a little bit of, how do I put this? A lot of my characters in this hood specifically are very much like upstanding, good, kind-hearted people. And not to say that Devin isn't, but she does have this spunk to her. And so I feel like she's gonna be a little bit of like the anti-hero in some ways. Like she's gonna put a little bit more to the test. And I feel like Alistair will also be that way. But Alistair's also erratic. So he's gonna just make some questionable choices just because he's Alistair and hasn't completely thought things through. Or just thought things in a way that makes absolutely no sense and go with it anyways. So we're gonna have at least 2 characters that are really gonna be just pushing the norm, for sure. Whereas like Elliot and Cassidy, Jonah and Maisie J, and even Anya kind of rides the line between the two. And then Sam, they're all just very like straight edge, narrow, not narrow-minded. I don't know why I was going to say that. Straight and narrow is what I was going to say, people. they wouldn't really hover that line. They would all kind of try and make the right choices as much as they can. Sorry, I just flicked my mic by accident. Okay, come change out of your towel. And we're gonna head out into the garden for a little bit. See what we have to harvest and if there's anything else we need to take care of. And then also we harvested our oversized crop, so I think we're gonna grab a couple more so that we can plant those. Now, as far as I know, these oversized crops you can't really actually use for ingredients, so I tend to just try and make them as big as I can and then sell them for an extra income. Instead of like the smaller plants, I actually try and use as much of them as I can as ingredients, especially with the simple living trait. But he wants to buy an instrument, and he was a guitarist. So I'm going to see how much a guitar is. I don't want to spend too much of their money constantly because they are, you know, just starting out and they will be having a family, and I do want him to buy a store. But I also want them to enjoy their lives, so I might get him a guitar. Except this house is so small that I'm having a hard time. Well, that being said, this is a dresser we no longer need. So we'll do it that way. Alright, can we encourage crop growth? No. He wants to paint, but I think I'm actually going to let him come and craft some furniture for some more money. We should probably have him craft a clothesline just to have for us to actually use, to be honest. Because laundry is also something I like to add to my households, and we don't have laundry. There's Maisie J. This is a rando that we're just going to pretend is like a tourist. But Maisie is there. She lives at the end of the street, and she's the next household we're going to play, because we're just going to do like a little loop around the neighborhood. Alright, I think it's going on 1 o'clock, so I think we're gonna have our girl wake up. I did want them to hang out with Sam and Devin this week, but it just kind of hasn't happened. So I don't know, maybe they will after they get engaged. They will invite them over to celebrate. I'm gonna let Cassidy take Cutie out on a little walk because she looks like she needs it, and I think Cassidy would also just appreciate getting out in the fresh air. So while Elliot finishes this up, that's what they'll do, and then when she gets home, I think we're gonna have our little date. It's gonna be a big moment. There's the ring! Yee! I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what we have in the fridge here. I don't think we really need to save any more of these. I might, though, just because... Oops. When we get back to them, it will be a different season. So it may actually be a good idea to stock up on the fruits and vegetables that we have, because I don't know what they'll be growing when we get back. Alright, so we now have a clothesline that we can use, but we do not have a laundry machine. We don't really have the space for one either. Do I go super old school with them and make them hand wash their clothes outside with a wash basin. Like, I think that's honestly what we're gonna end up having to do here. I don't think I can squish... I mean, I could if I got rid of this, but I like the decor. And we don't really have, like, I was considering getting rid of this counter, but that's the only counter we have that is free. So I guess they're gonna have to use this, unfortunately. It's funny because, like, my go-to when I'm playing historical is to use a wash basin like that because they didn't have washing machines. But in my modern play, I usually actually give them a washing machine because that makes more sense. So it's kind of ironic that they're unfortunately going to have to go back in time a little bit in that way. It's so sweet. Out for a walk. Oh, there's Anya. So we get to see some of the characters around town, which is fun as well. This is Anya Beermont. She is the founding matriarch of that legacy. And then this is Jonah, which is... he's scowling for some reason right now, but he is Maisie's counterpart, so we'll be playing with him next. She's getting to know this man, Cameron. I'm hoping that there's not anything sinister going on here, because... oh, what? As I say that, she is married. She's the only part of a married... she's one half of the only married couple in town currently. Oh, I guess Jonah was mad about something, because she's feeling the tension. Alright, let's get, like I said, before we run out of time, let's get the TV set up. I know, I love it. What? This lot is currently serviced by SNB. Please manage your SNB home services to connect to Sims Link internet. But I didn't want the internet, I wanted... Why is this so... Okay. No, wrong thing. Now that I've canceled the internet through SNB, can I now register through Sims Link to get my TV services? Ugh. Still getting some minor glitching, annoying things happening, but... there we go. Okay, schedule an installation. Oh no. What's wrong, honey? Oh my gosh, she's so tired. Girl. Aw, Devin wants us to go over to her house. A part of me wants to go and then maybe have them engaged there. Like, not too big of a deal, but like he might do that there. But if I do that right now, then it cancels the installation of the TV. So I'm going to hit cancel for now, but maybe we will go and either invite them over and make them a part of it so it's some like a little bit special. I don't know. Okay, so I'm wondering if I schedule from 2 to 4, if we can, or like 4 to 6, if we can get them to come today. Or is it gonna wait until tomorrow? No, okay, they are gonna come today. Starts at 4:37. Okay, okay. So maybe what we'll do then... No, that's good, thank you. Maybe I can schedule another event and just do a friendly hangout. Invite Cassidy, Devin. Oh, okay. We'll just invite Devin and Sam. We're doing it here, and we're gonna start it, I guess, after we get that installed. Yeah. So then we can see Sam and Devin because they've been wanting to anyways. And we can have like a little movie night, and then perhaps he will propose to her at the same time. But she needs a power nap because this anemia just honestly destroys her. I'm kind of curious if there's anything she can do to improve that. Like, I know you can get, like, when you're anemic, sometimes you have to get like steroid injections to help with that. I don't know if it's actually steroids. I'm pretty sure it's steroids, but I could be completely wrong, so don't quote me on that. I'm not an expert on that. But it doesn't appear that there's anything she can do in terms of that currently. So what I will do though is, not right now actually. I was going to send her to go get vaccinated, but I think I'll just hold off on that for now. She needs to get level 1 in photography, and rather than her, I don't think she would actually be that interested in photography, so what I might do is just have her order a skill book. Oh, we can't. Sam, I'm having a small cocktail party tomorrow night. I mean, we won't be here tomorrow. Like, I won't be playing with them, so we'll agree and just pretend that they're gonna get together again tomorrow. I guess these two, which is very them, honestly, spend a lot of time together on the weekends. So that's kind of sweet. He's going to sleep for a while. I'm gonna let her go to sleep for a while. They're both just, like, midday or late afternoon nappers, I guess. Even though that's apparently not a, desired behavior for their dynasty, but... Wakey wakey! Oh no! Our installation person didn't come yet, so we can't actually watch a movie yet. Unless that's this person. Oh, it is! Ah! Go invite her in. And here's Devin and Sam. So Devin and Sam, we're not going to be playing next. In terms of, like, their relationship, it makes sense for them to play next, but just in terms of, like, my perfectionist autistic brain, I want to do, like, a loop around the... Wait, what? I clicked OK. Ask for wall-mounted internet router, please. I think it said we didn't have the space for that. Anyways, what I was saying is it would make a little bit more sense for us to play them next in terms of, like, their relationship connection. But because they live across the way, and then my autistic brain says it makes more sense to do a loop around, they're actually going to be the third family I play with. So we won't be playing with them next. But their relationship is relatively new as well. They just got engaged. Sure, a wall mount has been placed in your inventory. Drag it to your desired location on the wall, and then instruct me to place a router on the mount when you're ready. Okay. Can you do it if I put it here. And then I just very quickly sell that and put this in our inventory so that you can have access to it, and I will bring the fan out after. This is so realistic. Okay, can you hang that router for us now, please? Oh, you made that. Yeah, we can sell that too. All right, and now I'm also going to order a delivery for them. Let's get a pepperoni pizza ordered for supper. And you've been dying to talk to Sam. So come and chat with him. I don't think she can get to it. I think these two are in the way and potentially the light is, but come talk with Sam. Just now. But no, I don't want a wall mount. No, there's... Oh, okay. Free 10 simoleons. My bad. This is so realistic. Look at her install the router. What? Wild. Okay, why don't you feed your dog, because she's looking for food, I think, and then talk to your little sister. Dude, I told you to come and talk to your buddy. Your bro. Oh, the pizza's already here. Man, that was quick. Are you okay, bud? Oh, he's stuck. Hold on. Apparently this hamper is not functional. And he's stuck by all the laundry that has accumulated on the floor since I got the laundry items. Gotcha. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Go and get the pizza now, please. Oh, it's here. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. That's awkward. Are we done now? Is everything installed and ready? Are we good? I think so. I think she may have said that it was finished. Yes. Internet service has been installed successfully. So does that mean, then, that we can now watch TV? But we are! Get the Wi-Fi password? Do we need that? This is so complex! What? Did I also need to ask for TV connection? Okay, so if I click on SNB, can I now connect it to the... Yeah, it really is way too complicated. Okay, if I do that, because that cost me 190 simoleons. We need an antenna on your roof. Or subscribe to TV service with, okay, it's the first time that I've played with this, and I'm really annoyed. Classic TV antenna. Where? There's none of those are TV antenna. What are you talking about? This? Do I need... No, that's a satellite dish. That says not a satellite dish. What's... Guys. Why do you gotta make things so complicated? Antenna. There we go. I swear, better build by is sometimes not better. Let me just say that. Okay, we can now. Now we've got it. Turn on channel. So now we only get a few channels, I guess, because we have the antenna. You can rotate this? I am so confused. First of all, I'm gonna give them back the 190 simoleons that it cost for me to use SNB to turn it on because it doesn't actually do anything. I'm so very confused. Now that we have the internet password, does it come into our... No, because I got the internet password, but it won't let me... Alright, well, you know, I guess we're just gonna watch the channels that are available for right now. That's gonna be our thing, because... nothing else is working. So let's all watch a telenovela. Let's do that. Can you do that? Can I not even have them watch it? It's on, but okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so, like, confused by this. Can you come join us? Can I get you to come watch it with us? Yeah. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I just wish it was like a little bit more concise so I could figure it out a little quicker because I'm a little bit confused by it all. But we're gonna call everybody to meal, I guess. And what are you two doing? I don't trust you. I've seen you both just woo-hoo too much in other people's beds before. Alright, everybody's gonna come and eat. Apparently, this is not too good for our dynasty, but it's fine. Can you just go and take a slice? Devin will take a slice if she needs. And this whole get-together is not going exactly the way I planned, but when does it ever? I was hoping for a cute little movie night that would then end up leading to the engagement, but at least we have pizza. Oh! See, their attraction is changing now. He used to be extremely attracted to her, and now he's only slightly attracted to her. which I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Why don't you come declare your love for her? There's just a random water bottle or cup of water sitting on the floor. This is, I mean, if this isn't an example of how chaotic Sims is, just in general, I don't know what else is. It's just kind of all that way, I guess. He's talking with Dev, which is cute. Okay, can you please... I want you to spend some time with your girlfriend because I want this to be... I want this to be the moment. Come... Offer her a rose. He likes to do that. Oh. Sorry. There we go. And then we're going to... express your fondness for her. I mean, their romance is literally maxed out, so I don't see this really going any other way than it being successful, but I'm still nervous for both of them. Why don't you hold her hands? I know, your anemia's kicking your behind again and it's 8 p.m. But listen, this is a big thing. Wait, where's the engagement? There we go. And propose with engagement ring. Maybe skip that. Oh, no. Okay. We're kissing the neck anyways. Eee, the big moment. Oh, these two are hugging. Oh, God, we're clipping. No, I wanted picture. Oh, this is a disaster. I wanted pictures of this moment, and we have her sister and brother-in-law literally standing in the middle of it. When I said I wanted to share this moment with them, this is not the way I pictured that. Okay, at least they moved out of the way now. At least there's that. This is not at all what I had in mind, but at least she said yes, and now they are officially engaged. And it didn't take them long to join the other couples in their engagement. Oh, so sweet. Very cute. Yes, they're definitely wholesome. Wait, why did that cost 1,000 simoleons? Give me that back. It was like 1,100. Give me that money back. Why are you taking money from me? He purchased that ring already. Okay. What did she think? Wear your engagement ring. Is there like a moodlet on that? Talk tough, look cute. That's sweet. Pure joy from wearing an engagement ring. With this ring, Cassidy wears not just a promise, but a twinkle in her eye that says, I'm forever yours. That is so sweet. These Sims are engaged to be wed. Oh. Ring bling. Don't be alarmed. That's just Cassidy's ring blaring in the sunlight, exclaiming to the world that she is definitely taken. Oh, that is so sweet. Okay. She is happy. She's off to brush her teeth. I think she's like, yeah, they're turning in for the night. They don't even care that, that Devin and Sam are still here. They're exhausted. They're not even celebrating their engagement. They're just headed to bed. And if that isn't older sister and brother vibes, I don't know what is. They're just like, listen, we love you, but we're pretty tired. Did you wake him up? Yes, you did. Why did you wake us up? Were you trying to remind us that there were people here? Because we're fully aware, little one. Alright, I don't know if we're actually able to get to know him, but Cutie has learned not to wake up other Sims. Good. He did want to do that, though. No worries, Bex. Welcome in. Announce your engagement, as if he wasn't just right there. These two have always been this way. Devin and Sam literally never stop with each other. They are, like, since they got together as a couple, which, by the way, happened pretty autonomously in my Forever Save file, they're literally just constantly being affectionate with each other. Like, constantly. It's a little much. I'm just trying to see if there is a way for us to get to know him, because everything's a little bit different since I have some, like, extra interactions and stuff. So sometimes they're hidden in different things. Now, I don't know if I do this, if that will work. Learn about talents. I don't know. Yeah, their whole relationship, like Devin and Sam's whole relationship, was very, very autonomous. Basically, when I added Sim into my Forever Save, I actually thought Sam would end up with Cassidy, because their personalities were quite similar. And boy, did they show me, because Cassidy was not at all interested, and Devin was utterly, like, smitten with him. And they've been this way ever since. So. Yep. And then honestly, Elliot and Cassidy were very much the same way. But that one I actually planned for, because I did move them into the same household as roommates to begin with. So I really did plan for those two to end up together, and they ultimately have. But yeah. Oh my gosh, Elliot, I'm so sorry. Dude, I'm very sorry. I was trying to get you to bed. I was. I really was. I swear. Yeah, I agree. Jonah and the other two couples, so Jonah and Maisie and Anya and Alistair, I just put them together. Although Jonah and Maisie did get engaged on their own. When I made Jonah and Maisie, they were just dating. And then they autonomously wanted to get engaged and went through with it. So there was a little bit of autonomy there, but it wasn't self-written as these couples have been. Especially Sam and Devin. But with that, I'm about to just bring them into the early morning hours, and then we're going to swap over to the second household, because we have finished a full week with them. And it is time for us to head on over to the couple I was just talking about, which is Maisie and Jonah, who are a very interesting couple. I'll read their backstory a little bit once again, just to refresh us on who they are. And then I will jump into their personalities and show you where they're living and what their goals are and all that kind of stuff. But before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm just going to use the bathroom, stretch, and potentially grab a little snack. So if you would like to do the same, please do. And I will be right back. I'm back. I did just order myself a little bit of food because I am running low and I need to get some groceries ordered in as well. But sorry. I'm back for now, so I will have to get up and get my food, but I'll do that when the time comes. So we are going to play with the Douglas family, and I will read their little description and give you a little bit more details on their background and what their roles are, who they are as characters. So Jonah and Maisie Douglas left their small southern hometown after love and loss changed everything. Facing prejudice, grief, and whispered rumors, they chose each other and a fresh start in Willow Creek. Rooted in faith, loyalty, and resilience, Jonah dreams of opening a restaurant while Maisie dedicates herself to family and community. The Douglas legacy begins with devotion and the courage to build a kinder home. So that is like the Coles notes of their background. But basically, their entire backstory is quite lengthy. So I'll kind of try and sum it up as quick as I can. But Maisie and Jonah went to the same high schools. Jonah was there on like a scholarship, and Maisie was there just because that was her high school. Now Maisie was kind of a typical, I don't know what this outfit is. I don't think I gave it to her. It's cute though. But Maisie was the flirt with Elliot. Boy. Maisie was like the Southern belle of her little town. Everybody adored her. She was the daughter of a very wealthy and well-known prestige family in their town. They all kind of saw her as like the rising star of the town, and it's not that she didn't mind that, like she wasn't against that whole view of her. For most of her life, she lived up to it. She's a very religious person, very spiritual person. She was always kind and wanted to help and give back to her community. And that's never changed. Like, just because she's where she's at now, that hasn't changed. She's still a very faithful person. She's still very generous, kind, and caring. She still wants to give back to her community. But what did change was how she saw her family. So growing up, she fit into all of the roles that her family wanted her to fit. She had her head on straight. She was going to continue like the family's lineage and live up to whatever they had planned for her. And she met Jonah in high school, and things kind of changed in the sense that she wanted more power in choosing the life that she wanted for herself. And her family, being very traditional and faithful and all that, were not super open to it. And at that point, they had no idea who Jonah was. So they were already resistant to this relationship because they wanted her to date this well-known, thoughtful Christian man, and they had no idea who Jonah was. So Maisie was very much like, get to know him and meet him and then decide how you feel about him. And so they were like, fine, we'll at least do that for you. You've never given us a reason to doubt you, yada yada. But when they discovered that Jonah was Black, and at the high school on a scholarship, and thus did not come from a well-bred family in their mind, it was an even bigger battle for the two of them. So Jonah came from a very poor family. He's always known racial struggles and racial imbalance, especially living in the South as a Black man, a Black boy. But he wasn't necessarily expecting it from Maisie's family, because Maisie herself was not that way at all. She, in fact, adored the fact that he was Black and had this, like, resiliency and this consistent outlook on life that, like, went against everything that he's experienced. she values that in him. And so she always made him feel empowered. So he didn't expect the disrespect and racist views that her family had at all. So Jonah was very taken aback by that. But that didn't sway either of them. They were very much determined to be together. It was kind of a love at first sight situation, you know, puppy love in high school. Although it didn't, like, it wasn't one of those puppy loves or first loves that faded out as they got older. It just, that connection continued to grow for them. So despite the fact that her family was very much against it, and Jonah's family wasn't initially against the relationship by any means. In fact, they were probably a little bit like proud of him for getting with Maisie, because like I said, Maisie was like the apple of the town's eye, really. And so they're like, wow, like this prestigious girl is into our child, our family member, like this is amazing. And so they were like, this is great. I mean, I will say that Jonah's mom was maybe a little bit more hesitant, just in the sense that I think she was worried about how he would be accepted. And that obviously came to fruition when he explained that her family was not accepting of him at all. But what made matters even worse was Jonah's younger brother got involved in some very shady business, and Jonah had always kept his nose clean, which is why he was at this prestigious school on scholarship, and he was determined to make a difference in his family's life, in his own life, and just be something that nobody thought he could be, really. So he tried his best to help his brother stay clear of that as well, but unfortunately his younger brother just didn't have that same drive or the same eye for negative situations like that. And his brother ended up getting killed in a gang-related situation. And it was devastating to the family because already they had this like stigma attached to them just because of the color of their skin. But then for one of the brothers to pass in a violent act that is obviously not something that was legal or respectable or anything, rumors started flying about Jonah, about how he was involved in it, and even involved in his brother's death, and how the whole family was dirty and gross and deserved the situation. And Jonah was already struggling in the school and in his life because there was already stigma and assumptions about him because of who he is, and none of it was true. The only truth behind it was that his brother got involved in something that he didn't fully understand, and it cost him his life. But then there was even more rumors about like him getting involved in drugs and all of the thing, and that he deserved the death that he had. And it ultimately broke Jonah, and it broke his mother even more. So when Maisie learned of all this and saw Jonah was kind of spiraling downwards, because he has fought his entire life to be everything but what the stereotypes say. And now his brother, who very briefly got involved in what everybody expected his family to be involved in, and then cost his life because of that. It's like everything he's fought his entire life to not be was just pushed on him because of one bad mistake that wasn't even his own. And so he was kind of spiraling. His like normal optimistic go-getter attitude was fading, and Maisie saw that, and it was destroying her because she knows who he is and who he wanted to be, and she didn't want him to go down that road. So the two of them basically decided that it was hard for Jonah. He didn't want to leave his mom, but his mom was also going downward spiral, was into alcohol, and it just wasn't going well for her either. And so they both decided that they just wanted to leave all of that behind them. They wanted to be together despite Maisie's family now even more against the relationship because of what happened with Jonah's brother. She didn't care what they said. she wanted to be with him and she wanted to support him and be there for him through all of this. So they left everything behind. They came to Willow Creek to build the life for themselves, away from all the racist bullshit that was going on and away from the rumors and drama that surrounded Jonah's life, and to help Jonah kind of rebuild this ideal life that he had in mind for himself. So that is the very in-depth, dramatic, long-winded backstory of this family. This is Jonah. This is the one and only. His traits are neat, assertive, foodie, and a goofball. And he does have the essence of flavor trait because he wants to be a restaurateur. I don't think that's right. But he wants to own a restaurant. So we're going to be doing that eventually. But that's his dream. He spent countless hours in the kitchen with his mom and his brother. The three of them really bonded over like food and cooking, and that's very big in the African American culture and the African culture in general is food, bonding over food. If you didn't know, my dad is actually African descent, and thus I am too. So I know a little bit about the African culture. I unfortunately didn't get to experience enough of that, and my dream is to one day go to Africa and be involved in that side of my life. But Jonah lived it. So he was very involved in like the cooking and the food and just the whole thing. So his goal is to open up in this restaurant and bring a part of his family, a part of his life to the people of Willow Creek. So that's what he's going to be working towards. He is straight and he's neutral about having children right now. He's lower class. He's apparently very good at music and naturally disciplined. He's a prodigy. So these are some traits that he has as well. Currently, he is working part-time in the restaurant business so that he can really focus on building his skills and earning some money so that one day he can build a restaurant in Willow Creek and run that restaurant and hopefully be successful there. So that's what he's doing. And Maisie, she, like I said, has always been very strong about community and wanting to give back. It's part of her faith. It's just part of her natural beliefs. And everything that she went through with her family and how they've looked at Jonah and Jonah's family and just Black people in general has really changed the way she felt about her family. And it almost gave her this guilt. So she's even more determined now to give back to the community because she doesn't want to contribute to the negative side of things that she already feels like she was a part of, even though she necessarily wasn't. So she is a philanthropist. That is her aspiration. So she wants to give back to the community as much as she can. In her career, she works in social services. So it makes perfect sense for her. She wants to help the needy, the people that need support, and specifically kids, I think, that need support. So she's currently level 2 in that. She's a social service assistant, so we need to work on some skills for her to get that way, or to continue that way. And these are her traits. She is brave, philanthropist, excitable, sincere, active, and also a quick learner because of her aspiration. But I believe the ones that I gave her that she was like, quote unquote, born with were brave, excitable, and sincere. And then she got the philanthropist trait just from growing and starting to want to give back to the community more. And then she just recently gained the active career. She's found a love for jogging, and I think it just helps her kind of clear her head of everything. Because she lost so much in all of this. So did Jonah, obviously, but she lost a lot too. She was held in such high regard, and then to all of a sudden question everything that she ever knew and believed because of the people that were closest to her she really did struggle through that. And I don't think she's totally processed that because she has kind of forced herself to be brave and strong for her partner, who was very much in it. So being active, jogging, that's kind of helped her process. So they are the youngest couple in Willow Creek. They are both just newly young adults, newly graduated, because it was right after high school that they decided to just pack up everything that they could, all of the savings that they had, and just leave everything behind. So they're very young still, and so it'll be interesting to see where all of this goes for them. In terms of their house, the poor souls, like I said, they left everything behind, so they are also living the most modestly, which is very much new for Maisie, not as new for Jonah. But Jonah, I think, feels a little bit of guilt to bring Maisie into this because it's not a life that she's accustomed to. But honestly, the living standards don't bother Maisie at all, really. She's just happy to be with her fiancé and building a life for themselves. So this is their little home. It's very kind of similar to Cassidy and Elliot's in terms of like setup. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. She kind of carries that guilt where it's like, it's because of me that he's going through such a hard time, even though it's not at all. And so, and it's not even her, it's her family, but she felt responsible for it. So she carries this intense guilt about like, I can't feel bad and I can't struggle because he is. And so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how her character develops over time. But ultimately, she also just wants like a big happy family, and so does Jonah. So that alone might be enough to like drive them out of this hole, this rut that they're in. But yeah, this is their little living area. They don't even have a TV. They just have a little seating area, a bookshelf that's falling apart. They have a little dining table and a pretty stingy kitchen. This is their bedroom. Not a whole lot to it. I have this painting here and it is an heirloom, and the reason why I put this in here is because I feel like these were probably Maisie's relatives at some point. She, like I said, she was very she came from a very affluent, prestige, well-known family. And so in my mind, I feel like this is a portrait of some of her ancestors, potentially like grandmother or great-grandmother and great-grandfather. And it means a lot to her because although her outlook on her family has changed, that's her heritage. That's where she came from. So, and then this as well, I wanted to kind of represent that although she chose to leave a lot of things behind, I wanted her to have like little pieces of her past life. So she has a few expensive things like this antique plate set that is an heirloom as well she has here, and then this bust that she has of another family member, and then this portrait. So those three things are like super important items to her that I love the idea that she'll pass on to her family. So although we're going to be losing like the Carpenter last name, she has these heirlooms that come from like decades, even potentially even centuries of ancestry for her. And then they're just very modest bathrooms. So that's their home. They are starting very, very modestly, but we'll see how it goes for them. I'm excited. So yeah, let's first off just get them to bed, because although they're not extremely tired at the moment, it is 3 a.m. So we're gonna just get them to bed, and neither one of them have to be up stupidly early, so we'll get them into their sleep. Here's a better look of Maisie now that she's not all covered up in her raincoat there. She's adorable. I adore her. I just, yeah. And then, oh, there's Jonah actually smiling, because the last time we saw him before this, he was upset about something. This is him now. So they're a very cute, sweet couple. I adore them. 2 bits. And when I decided to make this save, I absolutely knew I had to bring them in it because I didn't want to lose their couple and their story. But my food is here, so give me 1 second. I'm just going to go and grab it. I talked a lot. Oh, sorry. Also sorry for the rustling because I have my pita. Oh, they have a loan overdue. I forgot that I did that. I don't know if that's in home. I had them take out a loan to help them afford to move here because I just felt like that would be realistic. Oh, a nice Rage. How are you enjoying it? What? Oh no. Sorry, 1 second. Apparently, she's in kidney failure. What? Okay, this would really take this story in a turn that I did not intend for it to go if she ends up in the freaking hospital. Where's this? What the heck? Oh, okay, that's fair. I got a pita, like pita pit. So a chicken souvlaki pita. What the heck? Um, I don't know what to do. Also, they're supposed to be engaged. But it looks like they are saying to get an engagement ring. So I'm, oh, she doesn't like Anya. Interesting. So I might have to like manually get them engaged. I love that. I love looking back at like, okay, so I think I have to reset her. Yeah, I have to reset her health settings because it's not letting me send her to the hospital. And she is saying that she needs to go to the hospital because she has kidney failure. And that's not okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I reset it. So now, can she go to the doctors and get this figured out? No. Maisie J is going to the hospital. Her condition has gotten really serious, but I don't know what to do. I agree, Rach. There's just something special about like a proper blog format. I'm really confused. It won't let me that's fair, Rachel. You could use what I've done in the past to bring people to my blog because I know that Tumblr has like you said, like a built-in community. Instead of writing the post on Tumblr, you can do like a little snippet and then like send a link to your blog. Okay, I think it's glitched because it says that I can add a medical emergency and it won't let me remove a medical emergency. So I'm going to reset all mod features and just get rid of that and hope that that doesn't kill her. Hold on. I think we're okay. So scratch that. No kidney failure for our darling girl, which is wonderful. Since she's awake, though, we're gonna have her fully wake up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna let her go on a jog. She's feeling energized and she wants to. So she's gonna go on a morning jog. Jonah is awake. I just need to make sure, or will be waking up. No, I don't. I want the simple living trait on. And I think I want the homey trait here. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I love that. Okay. So, we probably do not have any food in our fridge. So I'm gonna get, Jonah to order a delivery so that we can get some groceries sent to us. Hmm. The editor is nice. It's always good to have a backup though, because you know, with, as I'm sure you know, with things online, things can go a little bit haywire sometimes. So it's definitely handy to have a backup in Word anyways, just to be safe. We're probably going to have to start a little garden for them. Not that either one of them, I don't see either one of them being super big into gardening, but if we want fruits and vegetables, we're gonna need to have a little garden of some sort for all of the families. Now, the Vermonts are actually farmers, like that's gonna be their main role. So eventually, they will likely kind of carry that role for the town of providing that, but right now I don't even have a lot for them to do anything about that, so. Oh, he's apparently got work. Okay. Let me set this up. And then I will put some of this away and send him to work. Okay. Of course, yeah. Delete the starter loan. We do not want that. Apparently we already have a loan. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna give this to her so that she can get that. I guess we actually don't need that right now because we don't have a TV. Alright. Get that going and then you head to work for the morning. Mm-hmm. You are very good at staying consistent with one hood. My ADHD challenges me on that way too often. Alright. Once she finishes her jog, the groceries should be here. Hopefully. Hopefully we didn't just waste our money on that and they're not going to show up because Jonah left. But I'm going to get our girl to plant these seeds. I find it so interesting that she doesn't like Anya. And yet they have good compatibility, so that's very interesting. Okay, so Jonah and Maisie do have amazing compatibility, which is good. Elliot and Cassidy also did. And she is attracted to him, so that's nice. He doesn't seem to be attracted to Maisie, which is interesting. But they do have that compatibility. Ah, Rachel, that is amazing. I will say that I did have a pleasant view back. I think I started it in 2018 and I got up to like nearly 20 rounds before it just kind of it got so corrupted from like, well, basically from like taking mods in and out, and just because I wasn't even like, that was the first time that I played Sims 2 since like it was released, or since like Sims 3 was released, so yeah, exactly. Okay, I forgot. Ah, no. Okay. They are supposed to be engaged. So, what I might actually do is give them a little bit of a cheat money so that Jonah can get a ring and just do a spontaneous proposal and boost up their relationship, because they were engaged when I left them last time. And so I want that to be a thing. But I think because what I did, so with instant attraction, oh, is that our grocery delivery? Yeah. What I did with this couple is I actually already had them saved to my library because I made them both at the same time and saved them. I didn't save a copy of them directly from my Forever save, whereas the other couples, like with Cassidy and Devin and Sam, I did save them from the HUD. So like whatever happened during their time that I played with them in the Forever save, that stuck. But these guys, it didn't. So that's why they're probably boyfriend and girlfriend, and I didn't realize that. Huh? Oh my god. She just enjoyed some self-love there. Also, I'm really sorry for talking with my mouth full. That was rude of me. Alright, we're just gonna open up all of our groceries. Amazing. I'm gonna give them another 1,000 simoleons, like I said. Just because I'm gonna have Jonah buy an engagement ring and get that done. And I'm not gonna make it a big thing because technically they were already married. No, engaged. Okay, but I am going to... Where is it? There should be a way for me... There we go. Grocery shopping. I want them to sign up for the mealtime subscription. Alright, and I just realized I did not roll a Ross for them for the week. All good, Bex. Welcome in. You're just in time for me to roll the random occurrence scenario for these guys. So I will show you. Here we go. So this is the rules / tracking sheet that I have for, whoops, for this hood. And we need to roll for the weekly event. So, as you can see, this is the one that Cassidy and Elliot got. Now we are rolling for the little Douglas family. I mean, okay, this is kind of funny because it's already kind of in place here, but I'll read it properly in a second. I just have to get to the rules because it's better laid out. So, they rolled a family dispute, which is already in place, like I said. Hold on. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Dispute between families. Either through gameplay or cheats, 2 families in town shall now have a falling out. At the end of the week, at least 2 Sims need to be enemies. So, I'm going to leave it up to you two, and anyone else that may or may not be in chat, to let me know. Because as we already just discovered, Maisie dislikes Anya. So, they're already hated. So it'll be really easy for me to get them to become enemies. So if we stuck with this rule, it is almost completed already, and nothing else would really come from this. Or, because this has already kind of naturally happened in gameplay, I can re-roll. Now, the other thing that is kind of making me think about re-rolling is I'm actually really shocked that Anya and Maisie don't get along, because the 2 families are very much alike in the sense that they're both very much about, like, accepting each other and be authentic, like, accepting everyone and being authentic to who you are and all of that kind of thing. I know! They have good compatibility, too. So, I'm gonna leave it to you guys to let me know what you think. Should we re-roll and see if we get something else? Because it's already in place and already is a little bit questionable as whether it should stay. Or do we keep it and let them become enemies? Yeah, that too, Rich. I mean, to be fair, I think it would be pretty easy for me to think of a reason Anya is very, like, blunt and not rude, but, like, very opinionated. Which is odd because she's all about, like, being who you are and accepting, and it's true, but, like, her opinions are very loud. So do both, Bex, you think? So honestly, like, the way that I was thinking, the reason, or what I was trying to get to is, like, I can kind of see it just being, like, Anya said something or did something that pissed off Maisie, and they just got into an argument, and that's why they're, like, on the outs. Is that enough for them to become enemies? I don't know. And I mean, it doesn't have to be a forever thing. They can reconcile in the end and realize how similar they are. This is like a brand new world for all of them, and so they might have just got off on the wrong foot and have button heads because they are so similar. And then later on they realize that, hey, we both kind of just went at each other for no reason, and we actually maybe should be good friends. Yeah. Okay. I'm cool with that, Bex. I think that makes sense. I do think that I don't think it'll be a forever thing, but I do kind of like that this is in there because it's not something I would have done personally. Like, I'm very much a sim pleaser in the sense that I like all of my sims getting along. Finn, can you get out of there, please? Come on. He's pulling on all the cords. Get out! Out! Out of there! Come on! So, true. So yeah, let's do that. Sorry about the mic moving and scraping. It's because Finn was hiding underneath my desk trying to beg for my food and then pulling on the cords. Anyways, so I agree. I will work at making them enemies. I think literally all I would have to do is just declare her an enemy, like if we run into her, and then that's that. And I will re-roll because, as you said, it's just giving us another challenge. So, let's do a second roll and see what else they are up to this week. Oh, okay, that one doesn't work. Okay, they're not getting the best rolls. We could tweak this one a little bit. They got the Founder's Spirit. The reason why this doesn't really work is because none of our founders have passed yet. But we can do like the second half of this roll. So it says a ghost of a founder appears and inspires Sims to celebrate the past. You can throw a special party, and if you own Life and Death, you can revive the founder to have them back in your stories. And then it says you can disregard this roll if you play with aging off or, whatever. So we can't really do the whole revival and founder ghost, but we could maybe throw like a founder's party. So maybe Maisie, and I mean, this makes sense for her because Maisie's character is all about like giving back to the community and like all of that kind of thing. So maybe she throws a party and invites all the founders over, even though she's got this tiny little house, to like celebrate things. Yeah, exactly, Bex. We can put them together. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Maybe. Alright, so we'll do a party. We'll have her throw a party, and we will have everybody come to the party and potentially have some drama with those two becoming enemies. Yeah, building up relationships or frenemies. Honestly, I could see Anya and It's funny. He wants to talk with Anya, and she doesn't like Anya. What if Anya and Jonah kind of flirted a little bit, and that's why she doesn't like him? Because, fun fact, Anya was actually a sim I made for my 100 baby challenge. Now, I didn't give her any traits like non-committal or anything. But it would be really funny if she kind of flirted up Jonah, because they actually have a good relationship. So it would be a little bit ironic if maybe she kind of flirted up Jonah, and that's why Maisie and Anya are getting on the bad side. If that's the case, I don't think Anya necessarily meant it in like a hiccup kind of way. I would think, if anything, she's just like, she is a very charming sim. She does have the charming trait. So maybe she kind of said something or did something that was just a little too far for Maisie. That's a possibility. I can see that being the reason that they're kind of at odds with each other. Because Maisie is very modest. Maisie is very modest. Anya is definitely not. So that could definitely be a point of contention. Okay, so Maisie is working on her writing skill. She needs that for her career. Oh gosh, they're both participating in self-woohoo. She did it earlier. Oh, Lord. Jonah, you are in a mood. Take a pregnancy test. What have you been doing? Aw. So I guess she's got the protector archetype. Driven by the innate sense of responsibility for the well-being of others, Maisie J's every action is guided by a steadfast commitment to safeguard those under her care. She feels a profound duty to ensure the happiness, security, and prosperity of those within her community. Which is very Maisie. Very, very Maisie. Alright, he wants to ask her about her day. Oh, they're not... What just happened? They kind of didn't get along there. What is going on? See, he seems to get along with the Vermonts. Because he wants to be friends with them. He had the urge earlier when I was introducing them to flirt with Elliot. Which I think is very interesting because he's straight. But I don't know, I guess Elliot had him questioning things. Yeah. God, Sims just cracks me up here. Alright, so like I said earlier, he doesn't like gardening. Fair. I'll let Maisie deal with it. I'm gonna get him to purchase an engagement ring because they should already be engaged. But I don't want her to lose out on having an engagement ring because that is such a cute feature. They actually wear it. So I'm going to make sure that we do that. If they'll listen to me. Sorry, I'm trying to finish my lunch. Okay. Let's come here. Hold her hands. We're not going to make this a massive deal because technically they should already be engaged. That was an oops on my part. I thought I set them to engaged in Cass. Alright. And propose. Very cute. I'm not even taking pictures because I have pictures of their other one. Oh! Interesting. Okay, Jonah isn't feeling too sure about all this romantic stuff. Some other Sims seem to go all gooey and lovey-dovey for others quite quickly. And they talk about love and being romantically attracted in ways that Jonah sometimes, often, or always struggles to relate. Is it something about Jonah? Others would say that no Sim has yet truly caught Jonah's heart, and that's all, but Jonah feels that this is not the full truth. Uh-oh. Oh no. Certainly Jonah is not the only one who feels this way. Does it mean anything? Is it worth looking into? Jonah's not quite sure. So when you get this pop-up, this generally means that Jonah is likely aromantic. Which is very interesting. Why does it cost me more money to get engaged? I know. So I guess we're gonna have Jonah look into that a little bit. Because obviously that's feeling a little bit weird for him. But since they were both feeling a certain type of way today, I am gonna let them go and have some alone time. As he rolls that wand. And I'm gonna let her nap. Oh, they both need a nap. I also find it really funny that none of my Sims use protection. Because they just can't be bothered to get it. So, there's always a possibility. It's so funny. That counts as their first woohoo. Oh no. Oh god. She had a nightmare about being suffocated by bugs. That's disturbing. But like I was saying earlier, this family I already had saved to my library, so I just used that version of them and I didn't copy a version from my forever save. So anything I did in the forever save, they don't have like memories of, basically. So even though that's not their first woohoo, they think it is. Alright. She still needs to work on her writing, because she actually needed to get to level 2 and I stopped her before that. So continue that. Excuse me. And then we need to get logic up. And also charisma. So as for that party, thank you. I think what I'm going to do is I will save the party for the Saturday, so the last day of their rotation. Just because, oh, he works that day, but we can have him take it off. Just because Maisie works Monday to Friday for the majority of the day, and Jonah only works the mornings. So it would make sense to do it the Saturday, and it's already like 6 p.m. So I don't see them throwing a party tonight. I mean, we could, but then we would have gotten like all of our roles done right at the beginning of the rotation anyways. So I think we'll leave that as something to look forward to, and I will schedule it for the Saturday. Oh, it's right after Love Day. That's cute. We'll schedule it right after that. And I guess we'll just say it as like a housewarming party, potentially. Get out of there. Stop. We could do just like another friendly hangout. Leave it. I swear, if it's not my... Oh! No, we'll do that. We'll do a neighborhood potluck. So, Maisie will be hosting it. We will have Alistair, Cassidy, and Devin contribute to the potluck. Oh, and Jonah. And then we'll have Anya... Nope, sorry. Elliot and Sam just be guests, because we only need one of each family to contribute to the potluck. Ben, get out of there. Guys, I swear, if it's not my toddler, it's my dog's. No, back up. Ay, he's got the microphone cord wrapped around his neck. Okay, and we're having it here, even though it's not the biggest house. Yeah, they do. So we'll do it around 4 p.m. because it'll be like in... Where do we do it at lunchtime? I feel like Maisie is a brunch kind of girl, so we'll do it at not 12 a.m. Oh my god. 12 p.m. And we'll have like a brunch kind of idea. So the whole neighborhood can come for the potluck. And that will be our Founders Day celebration, which, oh, this is cute because part of the challenge... Okay, hold on, let me just show you this. So one of the rules is not the rules, but like additions that it suggests is having a holiday called Founders Day. And every day that year you celebrate with a huge fair or party to celebrate the founders of the town. So Maisie is going to kind of start that tradition, because what we'll do is we'll throw it just as like a potluck to like invite everybody and get to know each other. But then from there on out, every day on the last day of spring will be Founders Day. And so everybody gets together and has food together, gets to know each other, and maybe create some enemies. But that's super cute. I love that that just literally, like, created a tradition organically in the game. I love that. Love it. I'm so excited now. Alright. Good on you. And that is so up Maisie's alley. Because Maisie is the whole one. Basically... And unofficially, Maisie is going to be kind of seen as like the mayor of the town. She's not officially, because the town is way too small to become a mayor, and I don't foresee that ever actually kind of happening. But oh, Bex, I know. But everybody's going to kind of see her that way. And it's ironic and very her, because she was also just like the apple of everybody's eye in the town she grew up in. So it like makes perfect sense for her. And I really love that whole situation. So yeah, they're going to be like the kind of mayoral family in the end. unofficially. They're so cute. I love that they can nap together even though she's not pregnant. Like, this is an interaction that comes with the realistic childbirth mod. But it's so sweet that they can just like snuggle up and take a nap together. And they actually get a decent amount of energy from it, so. Yay! I love it. Okay, so the next thing on my to-do list, oops, not with Jonah, is Maisie needs to work on her logic skill for her career, and she will be taking that career very, very seriously. She wants to give back to her community, so it is very cheaty, but I love it to death. What was I trying to say? Her career is very much like for her. She loves her career, so I want her to focus on it. We might have to purchase a book because I am not seeing a way for her to. Oh god, we gotta schedule a installation and it's too late for us to do it now. Do they have their bills set up? Did I do that? I can't remember if I went around and did that for everybody. I did. So we don't want cable or internet provided by them because we will have to get that figured out tomorrow. So I guess she's not going to work on her logic skill today. That's fine. But the other thing that I wanted to do for... Maisie, why don't you just read something, honey? The other thing I wanted to do for them is create their dynasty. So, we are going to create the Douglas dynasty. And what color do I see them being? I think blue. I think something very regal. And I think a circle, because they're all very much about like community and unity. What symbol? A heart? Yeah, okay. So this is Douglas. I've already written up their description for this. I don't know if it's all gonna fit, so I'm gonna copy it and I might have to tweak it. Yeah, I'm going to. But I'll read it to you guys and then I will have to tweak this a little bit so that I can fit it in this box. Isn't it cute, Bex? Thank you. Okay. So, their dynasty description. Founded on loyalty and love, the Douglas family became the heart of the community. Yeah. Through food, faith, and fierce devotion to one another, they proved that kindness can outlast prejudice. Their legacy is one of resilience, a reminder that home is something you build, not something you inherit. Oh, I don't want to change it. Okay, I'm gonna just change the Douglas family to they, because it's obviously about the Douglas dynasty. So, founded on loyalty and love, they became the heart of the community. Through food, faith, and fierce devotion, I'm going to get rid of that, to one another. They proved that kindness can outlast prejudice. Their legacy is one of resilience, a reminder that home is something you build, not something... Oh, not inherited. Ah! Okay. I'm gonna get... rid of reminder. A home is something you build, not inherit. Yay! Love it. Sorry if that was really loud. I just adore this cute little thing. know. I could do that. Oh well, it's okay. I got it to fit and still make sense. And I have like the real ones saved, so but I could do that actually and maybe be able to put reminder back. Through food, faith, and fierce devotion, they prove that kindness can love and loyalty and love. They became the heart of the community through food, faith, and fierce devotion. They prove that kindness can outlast tragedy. I don't know if I'll be able to fit it. Yes, Bex, you are a queen. I could. Oh. Oh, I'm one character short. Founded on loyalty and love, they became the heart of the community through food. Would it make sense instead of saying through just to say by or using food, faith, and fierce devotion? I think that's enough that I can fit it in there. Yay! Okay, I did it. Alright, so skills for them. I feel like charisma is a big one for them. Obviously cooking, big one for them. And what else? In using? In food. Okay, I'll look at it. Let's do cooking and gourmet cooking, and then charisma. Does this make sense? Using food, faith, and fierce devotion? I think so. Yeah. Ideals. Obviously caring, diplomatic, and... I don't know. Do I use bold? Or connoisseur? But I don't think that they're like so much... I wouldn't say that they're like, because the description is Sims who value luxurious living and decadent experiences. I wouldn't say that that's them. I mean, I guess Maisie a little bit, like that's the lifestyle that she came from, but I don't think that that's her value. Like, I don't think that's something that they idolize. Jolly? Happiness? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Can I add? No, I can't. Yay! Thank you, Rach. Okay. So the Douglas dynasty is founded... Jonah Douglas has founded the Douglas dynasty. May he lead his family to a bright future as its first dynasty head. From this day, the members of the Douglas dynasty will collectively contribute to or tarnish the dynasty prestige through their actions and build or break unity through their relationships with each other. If they work together and adhere to the dynasty values, the Douglas dynasty will flourish. But be wary of conflicts and discord. Even a powerful dynasty can fall from grace. Dun dun dun! Alright, so right now it's just him until these two get married. I might have them get married at the founders' party. Yes, it is. It's such a good pack. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Okay, so part of me is like, I might use this potluck as an excuse for them to get married and celebrate their union. But I don't know that they would do that, because I feel like this whole potluck was very much, at least in Maisie's mind, about like bringing the community together. It's not about them. And if they got married, it would be about them. So I'm actually thinking I might have them elope and just get married without like a huge celebration, because that almost feels really fitting for them because they've had to like fight for their relationship so hard. But I don't know. The description is just like it just follows the family. It's just a description of each dynasty. It won't affect the gameplay, but this will. The skills and ideals. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be their wedding. But now I'm trying to decide, do I throw like a little wedding party and have them get married with a couple of the friends that they made, which so far they have a mutual friend in this guy Samson, who is just a rando. Um, Jonah is friends with Anya, but I don't foresee that. He's also friends with this guy Cameron. Of course, she made friends with Buddy. So we could just have like a small wedding, like even during the middle of the week on like Wednesday or something. Or we could really just have them elope. One part of me would want them to like really celebrate their union because they've had to fight so hard for their relationship. But then another part of me feels like because they really did leave everything behind, they may just get married and leave it at that. Like, just let it be about them and just them. I don't know. I mean, they could always have, like, have a ceremony later on in their life to, like, renew their vows and celebrate with the community and just elope. Now. I don't know. I'm very conflicted. Like Devin and Sam, Devin will definitely insist on like an actual wedding ceremony with the at the very least with her sister and Elliot being there. But I can see Devin wanting like the whole community there. So that one for sure, I can see like a neighborhood ceremony. Cassidy and Elliot, I can see more just having like a small ceremony with just Devin and Sam and potentially like any friends that they make in the community, but just a low key thing. And then Anya and Alistair are already married, so they're not going to have a ceremony. So maybe I do just elope them, and then all the couples have like a little bit of a different story for how they got married. The Vermonts arrived married. These two elope. Elliot and Cassidy build their entire romance and just share it with those closest to them. And Devin and Sam, much to Sam's demise, because he hates the whole thing, like the whole spectacle thing, they have the big ceremony. No, she's gonna brush her teeth. Judgmental eyes. What? What the heck? Someone definitely saw Maisie's scandalous behavior? She needs to do something about this secret before it snowballs? What did you do? Girl, is there a way I can check this? What the heck? Apparently she's had a scandal. I don't know what said scandal is. Yeah, that's very fitting for her. Okay, research, workout tips, level up in charisma. Yeah, I can see that. Let's buy them. Holy moly, their money is going down fast. Not good. Let's buy them a basic mirror. Hi. It can go there, I swear. Girl. Oh my god. swear. Oh my... Why? Thank you. It wouldn't let me. It doesn't move up. Oh wait, it's a different key for Sims 4, isn't it? Oh well. It's fine, I got it. Okay, go practice your speech. I got it, don't worry. It's figured out. Alright, do you need anything for your job? No, not really, but you would be practicing your... Join the restaurant owner career. Well, honey, you're not going to be able to do that yet. So we're really not going to be able to work on his aspiration too long, or too much right now. What do I want you to do then, sir? Why don't you go vacuum? And we'll turn on our heat. Because it is cold outside. I could have him... Actually, I might do that after this. Go around and collect some stuff. So that we can start putting away money for them. Because if he wants to open up a restaurant, we're going to need the money. Because we're going to need money to buy the land and then build the restaurant and then run the restaurant. Because at least at first, restaurants usually tend to cost more money than they make. So that is all something we're gonna have to keep in mind. I don't understand. Make a payment soon. What? Where is your loan? I do not know. Alright, well, let's send you out, like I said, to collect some stuff. And potentially get some money. So when I actually made this character, this family, this couple, I was playing them as a very, like, standard legacy. I put them on a big lot, and they started off with basically nothing, and I was working their way up. So, yeah, it's kind of fitting that I'm having him do, like, very legacy-esque behaviors of scrounging for things to get money. Unfortunately, we can't really go very far to scavenge because our neighborhood is quite small. Oh, nice. Alright, that gave us a little bit. Oh, he's feeling like he needs some exercise, so... Oh, wait, stop. There's some gifts here from some random pets that dropped them. Go do that. And then I forgot he's an active sim, so I'm gonna let him go for a jog as well. Before we head on home. Nice. Alright, and our girl got the charisma skill she was hoping for. She now wants to donate to a charity, likely because she got a little bit of money. No, I don't honestly see that. So, that's fine. She's headed to bed. It is 12 a.m., so I will send Jonah to bed after. boy. What are you doing? Oh, this is Jonah's, like, natural look when he doesn't pull back his hair. Look how cute he is. I love him. Oh, and I gave him this tattoo on his chest. It's the semicolon, which, if you don't know, is a symbol for, like, I think technically depression, but it's like mental health awareness. And part of the reason why his younger brother got into the crime scene was because he always struggled with mental health issues, and they kind of gave him this, like, sense of security, I guess, and so he has that in honor of his brother. Jonah's gonna have to wake up soon, I think, because I think he worked. Oh no, he has today off. Okay, perfect. How's Maisie doing? Maisie will be going to work. So up and at 'em, girly girl. Get some breakfast. She wants to go for a jog again. Embrace her man. Cutie. What are you feeling? Devoted sentinel. Maisie J's commitment to friends, family, and loved ones is palpable, creating an atmosphere of trust and reliability. They are a steadfast pillar of support, always ready to stand by their side of those they hold dear. The archetype's personality... The archetype's loyalty is a powerful force, fostering enduring relationships and weaving a tapestry of kinship. Yeah, I see it. I understand it. I believe it. Oh, not what I meant to do. Man, the only families that would even remotely be ready for an actual child at this point is the next two families, because these two, Elliot and Cass and the Douglases, really do not have the money. Where is your loan that you are so concerned about, honey? Oh, that reminds me. We need to schedule an installation so that we can have our internet. We don't need TV currently because they don't have a TV. And honestly, I don't really feel like this family is like a TV family at all. Why don't you come between 10 a.m. and 12, please? Come ASAP. No, that's it. Thank you. No, don't eat the bread. What am I doing? There we go. Get some more fruit salad. I still can't find this loan. It's like a companion mod. It's called Simlink. I found it on CurseForge. I couldn't say that word for some reason. You should find it. It's a good one, but it's confusing as heck. I was struggling with it real bad earlier. Dude, what? Where is this loan that you speak of? I can also see them becoming a foster family in the future. I think that's straight up Maisie's alley, but also, honestly, also for them, for Jonah. I think Jonah, the idea of Jonah taking in someone who needs it is just very, very, very much a realistic thing. Alright, lovely. Let's get you to take a quick shower. And then I thought this was have a child, because this is what it looks like, but he wants to gain a friendly relationship with a family member and designate an heir. I think I might have them just elope tonight when she gets home, because it really, to me, just seems like they're ready to move on with their lives, to be in that part of their life. So I'm still looking for a way to pay this loan back, because he's got a negative moodlet about being late to pay a loan, and I don't see it. I think it's usually in their inventory, and I don't see it. So I'm just gonna delete that, because there's no loan in his phone, in his inventory. Also, I have no idea which mod this phone comes with, but the only option for it when I click on it is to destroy it, and I'm scared that that's a bad thing, so I just leave it. It might come with the Law and Disorder mod or the Basemental mod, but I'm not sure. Okay, where is our... Oh, there she is. I was going to say, where is our technician? Come on, please. Come on in. Give me the internet. Your home does not currently have a router. Please select a surface for me to place one for free, and I'll begin installation. Thank you. Surface. Okay, give me a second. Let me just get an end table in here. I can do that. We did the wall-mounted one in the other home. Let's do something a little different to just see what this is all about. God, why are they so big? Here you go. Can you assign the, or can you put the router there, please? We got groceries. What did I do? I don't think that went in there. Hey, did you tell her to put it there? There, go do it. Put it here, please. You need to open that. Holy moly, we got a lot. Except I think that's glitched. Put the butter in there. Open! 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 No, that doesn't need to be opened. That also doesn't need to be opened. Cool. This, open! We're gonna leave the case closed so that we don't run out of that easy enough. Alright, she's installing our router. Are you a neat freak? Yeah, you are. Okay. He's constantly just cleaning things, this boy. Perfect! Thank you for installing our internet. Ask to be officiant at the wedding. Oh! We have 2 internets. Hey, I think we're gonna sell one of them. I don't think we need this router. Unless you know what? Let's go put it in my room. I don't know. Maybe it'll make a difference. Internet unavailable? Why is our internet unavailable? Internet unavailable. Hello, connect my internet, please. What? Get the password. Hello? Can you fix my internet, please? Why did you leave without installing my internet properly? That wasn't cool, buddy. Get your butt over here. Come now. Rude. We're deleting that one. I hate that. That one in Neighborhood Brawl. No, just get your butt over here and install my internet, please. How stinking rude is that? Might need to wrap it up. I'm starting to get tired. Tinker with Firewall. Oh, interesting. He's literally such a boring sim. I love him to bits, but all he's doing is just cleaning. It'll be way more interesting when we actually can get him his restaurant up and running. Ah, puppy! Look it! There's a puppy! Her name is Leah. Do you want a puppy? This is how Cassidy got Cutie. Hi! Oh, nope. That's not a puppy for us, thanks. Nope, you can leave. Rude. Changed my mind real quick on that one. If you could see my camera right now, I'm like vibing hard to the music right now. Very ADHD move of me. Are you following us? Because I didn't... You're praising her? She growled at you. Like she snapped at you. Give her a treat, I guess. She's crying. She's hungry. That's sad. Even if she did snap at you. You want a treat? You cranky little pooch. Fossilized alien skull. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, that actually sounds so much like Kaya when Kaya howls. Oh my gosh, it is one of my favorite things in the world when that girl howls. There's Sam! Every morning, Kaya gets so excited to go outside because she's been holding her bladder all night long. And so every morning when she sees me getting up, she starts howling and talking. And it literally sounds like every single time that she's saying, I love you! The way that she howls it is like, woo, woo, woo! And it sounds like, I love you! Where is your technician? I do not see them. What dick? Dig diggity dig. And look for frogs. and collect and collect. Our technician's still not here. What the heck was that? That scared me. Oh, there she is. Hi, lady. You were here earlier. You put in a router, but you did not connect me to the internet. Can you please do that now? Maisie! You're home! Wear your engagement ring, beauty. Okay, go potty. Get to know and ask Jonah about his day. Actually, why don't you invite in the technician so that potentially they can connect the internet, please, and thank you. You can just come home. Come in. Alright, we're not doing too horribly for money. Maisie, what? I swear. I swear these Sims sometimes. Hi, come on in for the second time. Who are you? Okay. Can you connect this, please? Hi, can you please connect my internet? Here's the Wi-Fi password. You want to connect it? I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but there's the Wi-Fi password. Will you now connect my internet? Settings. Give timeout. we can time her out. Looks like I'm done here? You didn't connect it. It still says no. Wait, I'm so confused. I really might just uninstall this mod, as cute as it is and realistic it is. Like, why can I not? This lot is currently serviced by SNB. Please manage your SNB home services to connect to Sims Link internet. But I did do that. See, I'm not connected to it. Am I supposed to connect to it? Because if this doesn't work, I'm going to be mad because I just spent 75 simoleons. Am I Oh. Wow. That's annoying. Run your speed test. I just want to see it. Okay, well, we got internet now. So I guess that's why the TV wasn't working, is because I didn't realize I had to be connected both in SNB bills and that. Fart. Lovely. We love that. Oh my god. You're kind of disgusting. Go take a nap. Alright, Maisie is asleep. Why are my Sims so tired all the time? Cassidy has an excuse. She has anemia. What is your excuse, people? Like, really? Alright. I'm gonna do a quick save, because for some reason, I briefly recall there being an issue with the courthouse wedding thing, and I can't remember if that was Sims 3 or Sims 4, but I'm just gonna save quickly before I do this. And then we're going to no, where's there? Elope at the courthouse. Oh, they're so cute! I wish it was white. But, like, I wanted a picture. Rude. Very rude. Oh, they're cute and married. Can you give her a kissy? I know you're kind of merged together as one, but give her a kiss. Yay! So sweet. The youngest couple is now married, and he immediately wants to woohoo with her. But they are both very satisfied, so that's good. She had another nightmare. Wow. Those vows, my heart, every word was perfect. Oh, so cute. These vows are my promise to always be true to you. Oh. Oh, you guys are too cute. You're making my heart hurt. Okay, she wants to like ask about his day and get to know him, so I'm gonna try and do that quickly. And then I guess they will woohoo. Ask about his day. That was so very anticlimactic. Like, I was kind of hoping to get a picture and stuff before I just, you know, they ran away off the lot, but it's fine. She wants to make a friend. I can see her and Cassidy becoming friends. Oh, excuse me. Maisie J has learned more about Jonah and is now very attracted to him. That's good, because that's your husband. And don't go to sleep. You want to woohoo with her, you're gonna have to just chill there. Don't go to sleep, I said. Why don't you come and brush your teeth? Boy. Actually, why don't you guys get in the shower? Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Whee! I'm so immature. Sorry, give me some privacy. Yay! They're married! I'm gonna have to go into Create a Sim and change her last name to Douglas, and oh. Yay! We have 2 members! It's interesting that it's just a member, because you would think that she would also be like a dynasty head. Because... yeah. Okay, Maisie J has joined the Douglas dynasty. She will now benefit from any unlocked perks and can encourage or discourage other members to do certain things. Her actions will help increase or decrease the Douglas dynasty's prestige and determine her rank within the dynasty. So cool. So there's... okay, so this is like the unity. So whether they're well balanced or not. And then this is their prestige. This is the new family tree, which is freaking amazing. So it now has a legend to show married, divorced, if a forged connection. I don't know what that means, but that's kind of cool. A secret connection, dynasty connection, and then family connections. So as you can see, they were both part of the Douglas dynasty, and it'll show that he's the head. When they have a child, he can declare them an heir, and then they will have their own little symbol on it as well, which is pretty cool. And that's not the only place. Like, you can still see the family tree in the traditional spot as well, but now you can access it through the dynasty and through their profile, which is pretty cool. And the other thing that's really cool is when you have a sim highlighted, so like I'm currently looking at the family tree through Jonah's perspective, but then I can kind of layer it so that I'm looking through, like I'm looking at her family tree through Jonah's perspective. So if she had like any secret affairs or secret children, he wouldn't see them on the family tree, but she would, which is really cool, or vice versa. Yep. Very, very, very snazzy. I'm very excited about all of that. Oh, don't... Why? All of my Sims are, like, deadly tired lately, and I don't know why. Where did that go? I swear I'm putting things in the wall. I don't know. Alright guys, with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for today. I'm coming on to 4 hours, and I think I just need some me time. So, thank you so much for watching today. I do hope you enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like the stream because it does really, really help to push it out to other people, even the VODs afterwards. And if you are new to the channel and you are not subscribed already and you liked what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button for more content. I try and stream every day, Monday to Friday, and then I will try at least once on the weekends. However, because I am home full-time with my little guy, it's not always possible. So if you join our Discord, which either Bex will link or I will. Let's see who gets to it first. Thank you, Bexy. If you join our Discord, then I will go post a notification of when I go live on the weekends so that you can join as soon as possible. And yeah, thank you so much. I'm so glad you could be here, Rachel and Bex. I really loved it. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you on Monday for sure. And we may continue with this, or we may go back to Inzoi for a little bit. We shall see, but either way, I know it'll be great. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, evening, wherever you might be, and I will see you all soon. Bye!